What's going on, guys? I've been dreading making this video, I'm not gonna lie. So as you guys know, they announced that they are going to be doing the global release of Higan in April. So it's going to be a month away. I did not see it, so it wasn't anything like that. Let me just go to the page just to see if there's any other random news. I just want to wrap it up in one video, one fail swoop-a-doop. So they have the collab is going to be releasing on April 3rd. Are you ready to play on April 6th? Oh, no, the song releases on April 3rd, but it comes in the game at April 6th. Looks like they're releasing 4 characters. So I've been trying to save my stuff up just because of that. And what else did they say? The global, where is it? Global release is on the day. So they're literally releasing global with a collab, which is kind of nuts. I don't think, has any other gacha game done that? Like, it seems like it's kind of crazy. But they've been trying to promote that and things of that nature, and I don't know. I'll let you know honestly how I feel about it. I think that it's bittersweet because I think the game had a really good like concept. But the fact of the matter is, and I'm just gonna be straight up with you guys, is that Honkai Star Rail is a similar concept to it. Not super similar, but I think like graphic wise, I think if you were to say, if someone was to say that they were made by the same developer, I think you would be like, oh yeah, I could see that. Like, even though it's not, I know that they're not, but I just wanted to do an account update here and just let you guys know what I'm planning on for the future of the, at least for this channel. So I was trying to figure out, like, I don't think Limbus Company went anywhere. I think that people, like I kind of figured it was too complex of a game for most people to really dig it. I maybe should look up and see if there's any content creators that are trying to keep the game up and around, but it's a very weird concept game. It's like a, what am I thinking of? 7 Deadly Sins, where like you have like 16 different versions of Meliodas, so like that one has a bunch of skins. I love the concept of it though. I love the feature art, but those games don't last that long, unfortunately. So let me show you guys what I'm working with on Higan and what do I plan to do. I actually finally got I decided to go pure fire because of the event that's going on right now, and then eventually I'm gonna let my fire boost up my green. My green's gonna then boost up my blue. It's gonna help out my fire. As far as light and dark, I don't know what's the purpose, I guess, of doing them. I don't even have a dark unit. Yeah, there's only like 2 in the game, I think, at the moment. Yeah, there's only 2 in the game, and there's only 3 lights. No, 4 light characters in the game. So they have a lot of expanding to do. I think that the game probably has a really good future as far as it goes. I think that this game could stay alive for a while if they actually promote it. But at the same time, like the soft launch, I think hurt the game a lot, and I think that a lot of people are going to be playing it now. Like, I know, like, the big people are going to come in once it releases globally, and it really depends on how it does global, because that's kind of what people look forward to. When it releases in the other, like, countries and stuff like that, like, I feel like people don't pay too much attention because it's either not in their language or something of that nature. So they're like, you know what, I'll wait until it's in my language or when I can play it without too much hassle. Like, I still have to play with a VPN, and that's so annoying for me because I have to get the VPN, turn that on first, and then play the game. And then sometimes the VPN turns off because it's been on for too long, and it's like, I don't feel like going that hard in the paint. But I really like this game, and like I said, I want to cover this. And then if it turns out, I'm definitely looking at Honkai. I'll let you guys know right now in this video. I'm definitely looking at Honkai Star Rail because it looks pretty good. It has some pretty good systems. There's some systems in it that I don't like, but same thing in this game. There's some stuff in this game that I don't like. I actually finally got up to the part where you can equip the gear. And like when I saw, I think it was FG's video first, like this thing is super simple. So you got 3 sets. You go for a 2, and then if you go for a 2, you can't do a 3, but if you want the 3, you go for a 3-piece set. And there's a couple of them in the game. So if I go to the actual wish, you have to summon for them, which I don't like too much, but it does seem as though, even with that, it seems as though you can still get them from doing something else. I don't think you can get these yellows or the purples, so you guys would have to let me know in the comments if you gotten this far in the game. But pretty much you have to get the prologue, the interlude, and the final. So that's 1, 2, and the 3 slot. And a lot of them have pretty cool effects, like this one, increased skill damage by 2% every second up until 15 seconds. Casting the skill consumes it, which is cool. And there's a bunch here that I can now use for my own my own devices. If a summoned pet is on the battlefield, then gain 1 stack bonus damage. I don't even know if a character summons things on the field, but like I said, like the gear system here is great. You don't really have to do anything crazy as far as like farming them up. I think dupes give it like an insta level or something of that nature, so they did a different system with that as well. So I'm looking forward to when they're adding more characters into the game and actually pay attention in reading the story. What do you guys think about the gear system in this game? Do you guys like this? I don't necessarily like summoning for gear, but guess what? It's 2 separate summons. So this is my purple is for units, and I get blues for gear. And of course I can use my premium currency for it. So it's up to you whether you want to do. So let's say later down the line you got every character or whatever. You're winning and swimming and all the things you need. You can summon for other things. Or like this one is obviously a rate up banner for these 2 gears. So maybe you really need them. Like I actually really liked Raul Silette. Let's see, says Phantom Roco. So I really like that one because it's literally hers. It's attack speed is increased, and after you use the ult, your basic attacks deal more damage. And can be triggered like this is really good for Silette. I already did a review on her. Like if you get this for her, it's bananas. But the problem is that you can summon and get nothing but prologues, and not and you might not get intermission, and you might not get the final. I think that what they should do is that like for certain one of them, they should actually like be a set. Like you get the entire set, like almost like when you summon the character, or when you summon a character, you get the set, which would be crazy. But I could have swore that that's kind of like how Tower of Fantasy worked, if I'm not mistaken. Anywho. But those are the characters that I'm working on right now. Let me show you guys where I'm at with a bunch of other stuff too. Elemental Rhapsody, I just, since my purple is strong, I can do up to normal, which is a decent amount of power to do that. And then you have Expert, which as you can see, that's a big jump for that. So what I'm going to be doing is now that I can beat this win, like I said, I'm going to start working on my win so I can start beating up my blue, and then that will help out my fire to get my fires up to the past 50 mark. So like that's kind of how that's going. What else do we have? Arc Task, right? So Gold Storm, I've gotten up to, I could be Expert. I can leave Expert on the thing, on like auto or whatever. I don't have to actually watch it. Then the Durham Mana Battle, which is very important. I'm gonna do a bunch of the beginner videos when the game first comes out. But just to let you guys know, one of the first things that you definitely want to do is just like level your characters. Like EXP and gold are like the 2 most important things in the game, as far as I'm concerned. And then when you need to ascend a character, then you just do what you got to do to ascend that character. But your characters won't be crap unless they are leveled. And like you get a lot of power from just having your characters of a certain level. Like before you put on gear, before you do any fancy stuff. So I could do up to hard on here, and eventually I'm gonna work. Actually, I could probably do expert. Let's see if I can do expert. I'm really close to that. I think I'm at, or maybe I'm at like 1500 or something like that. Might be able to do expert. So it's just more bang for your buck whenever you're doing the stages, right? So eventually you're gonna want to use combination of elements. Like one of the stages that I was stuck on was, yeah, I can actually do the stage right now. I'm gonna let this play. One of the stages that have like this one, for instance. They have a fire, a mage in the back, and a earth, a green unit in the back also. So like, I was on a stage where a blue sniper was just killing all my units because everything I have is fire. So it's like, it's unfortunate, like, and I don't have a way to snipe that character in the back. They want you to put a green like mage or something like that, or the other guy that I have, Bassett or whatever his name is. He could just yank the character forward, but he's so underleveled, he would bring down my power. And in this game, I know some people may not like it, is that this game, if you are not of the power, if you're lower than it, you do take more damage and you are at a disadvantage. They want you to know that yes, you are at a disadvantage. And I know some people hate, oh my god, how many stages is this? So I know some people don't like that. They would like it just to be like that's the power level, and then like if you're able to beat that power level, you just beat the power level. But I could also see how it works both ways, and they do that a lot sometimes. That explosion does damage, and a lot of times they just use it when there's no one around, which is stupid. Boom! Plasma beam. So all in all, I definitely think that I'm definitely happy with the game. I enjoy playing it. I know some people don't like the auto, the lack of auto or the lack of like insta skips. But I'll tell you this one thing, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys here, is that when you're playing a game and you don't have to play it, I feel like there's a lot of loss of attraction of playing the game, if that makes any sense. And I can kind of see why Epic 7 kind of didn't do that either. because eventually you get to the point where it's like I'd never do these like the skills. Maybe I'll eventually go back and do that. And but yeah, anyway, like I think that there is something like seeing your units battle, like seeing them battle and doing that. Like I feel like I quit more games when I can just insta skip stuff, if that makes any sense. Also in the realm of thing, the Mesmerizing Labyrinth, which is actually a roguelike mode. I'm trying to beat this one, but as you can see, I'm at 1500 power. This one's 1700. Though you start off and you can gain power ups to do this. I'm actually gonna just go into it briefly just to show you guys. But I'm gonna give advice on this. Like, there's so much stuff to content create for it, which is cool, fantastic. But at the same time, as you can see, also you can get gear from here. I don't know if these things go up to purples. Right now it's all blues for me because I think I'm at a lower level. I don't know if they go up to purples and then eventually yellows. If they do that, that would be fantastic. This also has a shop from the currency that you get. So technically you can keep doing this. You get the currency from the map, and then you can get this one. As you see, prologue, interlude, final. And I think that, you see, this refreshes in 2 days. So this one needs 1100 to get this thing. Then they have some of the summon currency here. Other things here. Then you see some purples that are a little bit more affordable, of course. And so there's a reason to do that mode. And I just, again, I know that some people don't like to do modes like that because of the fact that it's not skippable. There's no insta skips. You have to sit there and do it. And from what I can see also is that it's like 4 of them, right? I have 4 runs. I have to actually try to get all these out. I might even just like do some insta skips or whatever, like abandon the runs just to see if it fills up to 4 each day. But it helps your account like by a lot. So there's a purpose to doing it. So what do you guys think? I'm just really curious of what you guys think. How do you guys are feeling about the game? Are you actually playing it, or do you plan to play it when it actually becomes global? Or have you went on to Honkai? Or is there another gacha game that has your eyes, that have captured your hearts? I'm still waiting for Archland to go global. I basically kind of stopped playing that because it's like, again, a lot of hassle to keep it updated and stuff like that. I just didn't feel like doing it anymore. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys will decide to comment, I know that I've been iffy, but I'm just trying to find the game to dive into. That's all it is. So for those that are listening, I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.